feel I should make a quick video to apologize to Storm, Blue Sky, and Rogue even for bailing on the original plan. Things happen, okay? It wasn't meant to be. But the desire was there, and God saw that. God saw the desire, Storm wanted to go. She did. The desire was there. That's legit. That's more than a lot of X-Men, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, Rogue too, she wanted to go too. So, maybe next year. Maybe next year. I don't know what's in store. Maybe next year. I don't know. But for now, we got to focus. We got to support Gambit from a distance. Oh, glitchy. We'll show our support like the Care Bears, showing our support, giving Gambit power from a distance while he's at the summit, like the Care Bears, all together, support Gambit with our power from a distance, give him our power, our X-Men power. We'll give it to him, together, so he's stronger. Like the Care Bears. Uniting all of our energy to Gambit while he's at the summit, so he can take on the foes, the darkness that surround them. But the original plan was pretty awesome. Was pretty awesome in my mind. I had this idea of like six of us at the Hawk Gates, within the next 3 days from now, at the Hawk Gates tomorrow. 6 of us there. That was my idea. Me, Storm, Gambit, Rogue, and then I was trying to get Beast to respond and agree. And then I was trying to get Iceman, 6 of us, But it wasn't meant to be, How awesome would that been? How awesome would that been, back to back to back, like the 6 Avengers in the Avengers movie? Back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? All looking at the enemy around us, We got Hamas, we got the US of A agencies around us, We got the Donald, maybe, It was an awesome scenario in my mind. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. But anyways. But it wasn't meant to be. Gambit's got it covered. And that's what the Lord wants. Just one is good enough. One soldier is good enough. You know what I'm saying? The power of one. Just one soldier. It's powerful. Jesus was up on the cross. It was just him. Lone. Just him. So, it's kind of that kind of idea. Gambit's doing a sacrifice play big time for the team, in my opinion. He's doing a big sacrifice play, so we don't have to do it. Gambit's doing it all. That's a big sacrifice play. He's like, take it easy. Not only is he doing the whole mission, he's helping me. He's helping the Wolverine stay afloat, not be homeless, while the whole government's trying to take me down, literally. Like, I think like the Men in Black are trying to take me down too. They're trying to take me down. I thought I saw them with their shades, I saw them with their shades. That agency's after me, the alien Men in Black. I'm like, oh boy. They might think I'm an alien. Oh boy. Just kidding. I'm just a little weird. Nothing wrong with that. But weird scares people. I've learned. He's weird. Put him in jail. Alright. But anyways. That was, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I was talking to a friend tonight about it. I'm like, Because World War III is pretty much began. I'm like, how do you think that will affect a summit, for Israel and USA and, you know, people that support Iran will be there, they'll sneak in. How do you think that'll go? That's not going to go pretty, that's going to be hostile territory, isn't it? He's like, yep, it sure will be. I'm like, oh man. So Gambit's going into dangerous, hostile territory. He is. I'm like, man, they just had to be bombing each other before the summit. It just makes things more epic. That's what it makes it. More epic. That's the word of the day. Epic. It's gonna be epic. And Gambit's gonna do his Gambit moves. If it gets heavy. Yeah. So, anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's about, sorry about the bailing on the original plan. It wasn't meant to be, but it was cool to kind of plan it. It was. Pick up Rogue in Nevada, Carson City, have a good time at Reno, and then pick up Storm midway there, and then we just speed up with Gambit, and then, we all, I don't know, sleep in Gambit's backyard or something. I don't know. Free of charge. Sleep in Gambit's backyard. I'm an animal, you know what I'm saying? I'll survive anywhere, They're like, in the jail cell, they're like, sleep on the ground if you can sleep. They don't even turn the light off so you can sleep. They're just like, sleep on the ground by the toilet. If I can sleep on the ground in a jail cell by a toilet, I can sleep in Gambit's backyard, no problem, for a day or two. Don't you forget it. Wolverine's extreme. Anyways, that's all I want to say for this video. Is like, the original plans are we can do the original cool road trip. The cool road trip that we have planned on Fury Road. Oh well. Oh well. I kind of like sitting it out. All the heat's on Gambit now. I like sitting it out from a distance. Good luck, friend. I take enough heat in my territory. You can take more heat in your territory, Gambit. It's your turn to take some heat. I'm taking the heat over here. Like everybody wants me dead over here. They're like, the boys in blue. The boys in blue want me dead for one thing. So, they know I'm hunting one of their own. I haven't stopped. But anyways. That's all I want to say for this video. Is like, sorry to Storm and Rogue. We had a cool road trip planned.